Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique, completely not ever been done before, unafraid to reference or not reference, put it in a blender.
Ciao, old Thomas here. Today we are tier ranking the transformation sequences of Winx Club. We're covering all the girlies, all of them, every form, every variation, and every minor character that gets to transform for 5 seconds before fading into the background. You girlies have been starved for Winx content, I know. I must follow my dreams and do what I want, but I must also keep y'all fed because otherwise you'll abandon me and then I'll starve. Real quick though, I don't know if y'all know this, but I've started using Tumblr more often. I mean, I've had a new Tumblr for like a while now. I had one ages ago and then I nuked it because I didn't really use it anymore and I was abandoning social media like the plague. But you know, I have it now. Mostly I just reblog shit I find cute and fun and yeah. So I don't know if you want to follow me there or whatever. That's cool. Anyhow, let's do this, shall we? We're going to be talking transformation sequences, choreography, iconic poses, how much of the girl's personality is shown off, how well it communicates their powers, or the magnificence of the specific transformation. For the most part, we will be keeping it individual to each Winx, but if it's a sequence where, for the most part, the choreography is all the same, or they're all just in the scene together, they'll all be ranked as 1. So like your Butterflixes are all going to be 1. That's probably the amount of points they'll also get. Let's be real. I mean, it's letters, but hey, you know what I mean. Now let us start with the iconic magic fucking Winx. We're not going to be talking about songs for the record. We are just going to keep it to the sequences themselves. Songs can also heighten what's going on though for the record. Bloom. We're starting with Bloom because if I don't, Rainbow will send their assassins after me. Again. They keep failing, but you know, it's a real nuisance. Italian assassins, you can't trust them. Can't trust them. I'm allowed to say that. Something I really like about Magic Winx is that it keeps things very, very simple. All the girls have the starting shot of them in their civilian outfit, like doing cool poses, spinning around in the void, and then the rest of their sequence where they put on their fairy outfit and their wings. And I also like that the backgrounds are different from those opening shots for the rest of them. I feel like that helps to transition us from normal human mode to fairy mode. And with Bloom, I really like that it starts with that fiery background of her like jumping into the center screen and then spinning. There's something about like the way she does it where it's like deeply iconic and very satisfying. Good circular movement. I feel like the red background really helps with the fire before going into, you know, signature color blue. I really like her, you know, tossing her hands up in the air, clapping, and then crossing her fingers. The Winx do that whole thing where like they cross, you know, the 2 fingers across each hand. It's really adorable. I don't know why. I guess it is the sign of Winx or whatever. I tried to see right now if it actually makes a W, and I guess it kind of does. A really fucked up looking W, but you know. But like the little fire that forms her clothing, I think is a really cute touch. I really like that their specific elements are what form their clothing. It's a little touch, but it helps communicate what their power is in a very easy to understand way, and it's very visually interesting for each girl. I remember little me would get very annoyed when they would transition before they finished forming their outfit. It would bug the shit out of me. Something also I really like is that for Bloom, when she throws her hands up in the air, the fire for a brief second has like this little yin-yang symbol. It's like 2 little flames and a yin-yang, like then spinning into each other. I think that's cute. She has this moment of, you know, kissing the air to form her wings. It's a weird way to stretch, Bloom. I don't, are you practicing for like your weird non-kiss with Sky later? Girl, get help. But you know, I must say it is iconic as weird as it is. As is her staring menacingly at us as she turns to the camera, flying up in the air and then coming back down to strike the pose hand on hip. The forming little fire heart behind her that then shoots off as she strikes the last pose. Ooh, she looks so fierce. She looks so good. She looks ready to kick so much ass. Bloom's is just, it's really good. All the Magic Winx keep it simple and keep it really great. The question, is it S or A tier? I feel like S tier should be like super groundbreaking or like really out of the box. And I feel like for Magic Winx, with a starter form, it's You want to start simple so that you can astound viewers later with the visual glow up with later forms. And I feel like that should also go for the sequences. You don't want to be too groundbreaking right away. You want to get people's attention first before you destroy their minds. So I'm going to say A tier for Bloom Magic Winx. Stella Magic Winx. I really like the starting background being green for her. I'm not sure why, because nothing about her screams green. But then again, she's also wearing a green top, so what do I know? I do love her like dipping down and then like throwing her hands out into the air. It looks like she's, I don't know, celebrating in the sun in an open field or whatever. The following shots of the bracelets forming the shoes and the dress are kind of simple, kind of basic. It's a lot of actually reused animation they use for other girls. Like the midsection one is the Tekna and Aisha animation, but like recolored. But I do like the light forming the outfit. I do like the close-up also of her looking really fierce. And then she like screams at the camera. She spins, her hair flies out and her pigtails form. And then she like backwalks into her final pose. Light rings all around her. It looks so good. I do wish they incorporated her scepter into this transformation. It is a lot more simple than I remember it. It's really just that last shot that stands out. So I think... you might kill me for this. I'm going to give it a B tier. B tier is still really good. B tier is good. It's just not great. Also, her background being blue. It does work because her accent colors are blue. I do notice it's a bit lighter than Bloom's blue, which is... nice, at least. And it does help the oranges of her outfit pop, so I will allow it. Flora Magic Winx. Oh, girl, the way she like floats up, like hand on her forehead, like she's floating through the air, like she's been knocked out for the 15th time. But then she comes back down and then like throws her hands across each other. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's a mood. Full hippie Delulu energy. And I don't know why, I really like this peaceful blue behind her. It almost kind of gives the vibe that she's like in a cloud of blue flowers. Oh god, Lanusia. Oh god, season 6. Season 6 is coming back to me. Hers is also kind of basic. It's like little pollen forming the choker and her brooch. We don't see the dress forming, it's just the brooch and then the arm warmer, sleeve, whatever you want to call it. It is very cute. And I do also like that in the 4Kids version specifically, the sound effects are like these little chirping flutes. Well, they're synthy, whatever, you know what I mean. But I feel like the sound works well as a sound effect. And then she floats up, she goes back into her big pose, flower behind her. I think we've all been bothered since we have gotten into the show that her wings never form. Like, she doesn't even have her wings in her final pose, and it bothers me so much. For that reason... B tier. Really, really good. You know, it's gonna bother me. Musa Magic Winx. Can we... Starting it out on the disco dance floor. All the lights beneath her as she steps on them. Her jumping around before she crosses her arms. So fucking good, man. Such a good way to communicate her power and do it in a unique way. Her outfit forming with these little disco elements... It looks like a disco ball effect, but for her clothing. It's so good. And then her final shot is her on the giant CD, spinning it around, striking her pose. And then she's in her final pose, but then the CD goes backwards and she moves along with it. So good. So creative. I love it so much. I'm gonna say A tier. Just, yes. For the way it represents her powers, it's an A tier. And I do also like the variant with her long hair. It's not that different, but, you know, I appreciate the touched-up animation that 4Kids didn't get before they aired it. Tekna Magic Winx, the birth of the Martial Arts Association. I'm still not sure why she does it. Good for her. It looks so cool. It just really does. I especially love that it zooms out to show that she was, like, squatting the whole time. She did not skip leg day. She does not skip any day at the gym. She has to make sure she knows how to break your neck. We have some similar animations to Stella with the arm and the torso, but I really like the laser net effect as it loads her outfit in. It's such a good way to show off her power. And it does the same for her helmet. And I really like that when she flies up and then goes back down to strike her pose, we get to see her wings and the different phases of them. Like the little green handles that then change into the hang glider of lasers. Oh, it's so cool. And then big triangle of electricity behind her because triangles are the most nerdy shape. And I also really like this lime green color going for her. Flora's is a more foresty green, and Techna's is a more like sci-fi green, so it's really well suited to her, while also helping the purple in her outfit stand out. Really, really good. So, would I give it a B or A? I'm gonna say A tier. I'm gonna say A tier. Aisha Magic Winx. So the robbing begins. Okay, so weirdly, unlike the others, Aisha never gets to transform starting in her civilian outfit. It starts in her Explorer outfit, and I've never understood that. Because that means after the Underrealm, she can't have her opening shot, and then she also can't have the cool shot of her, like, spinning and her outfit changing. So instead, usually what we get after that is just the reused torso shot where her outfit manifests. And that makes me really sad, because it means Aisha's Magic Wings winds up being a lot shorter and less interesting than the others. But you know what? I do like her, like, I don't know, doing the arm thing and looking real strong as she yells out. I really like that her outfit forms through gold. I'm not sure why it flashes gold of all colors. There's never really any gold association for her, but I think it still looks really good. I do wish her background wasn't blue, because it feels like they just reused Bloom's background, but it does look good. Weirdly, Aisha's kind of gives that they thought she'd be a background character, and then they were like, oh shit, she's a main character. Oh well, I mean, I do like that final shot also of her like flying around, striking her poses before she even takes off, and then she comes back down and strikes her pose. I don't know, I really like it. I'm gonna say B tier. It would be an A if it was more consistent and she got to wear her actual outfit and she got her own background. Charmix, I'm going to do it all as one because they're all basically the same. It's basically just Winx is in the void, they turn, brooch forms, they spin, bag forms, and then pose. It's cute or whatever. I kind of like this weird, funky, kind of acid trippy 70s background with the pinks and the yellows. I like that they tried to keep it simple because it was just a power up. It is weird though, because in the original, they hang on shots for so long and it takes them forever to finish spinning. A lot of times we just stare at their chest and their hips, and it makes me very uncomfortable. You know, it works, it functions, but it's not great. I'm gonna say C tier. Yeah, C tier. Like, it's fine, but you know, it could have been more interesting. C tier, I guess, is just woefully average. Yeah, that makes sense. C tier is average, and then B is good, A is great, S is supreme, D is losers, and F is fucking failure.
F is for
fucking failure. And now, Power of Charmix, aka the transformations in the god-awful 1 hour specials. Oh, good lord, y'all are too nice to these ones. Generally, I really hate the fact that they keep switching between the hand-drawn frame-by-frame animation and then the puppet animation. It's so jarring. Bloom's, it's the recycled Believix background, which I guess is fine, but like, God, it's so busy. Too many particle effects. A lot of it is just similar to her Believix, where it's just her floating around as her transformation happens to her. A lot of the time, it also looks like the way she's clasping her hands, it looks like she's choking herself. And again, I feel deeply uncomfortable. Yeah, like the fire doesn't even really form her clothes. The coolest things that happen are like the dragonflies around her, but that's about it. And even the final pose, it's so boring. It's like she's not even like waving her hand to like form the fire heart. She's just landing and then posing. It's so... Ugh. I'm going to say C tier to be generous. It's not actively bad. It's just so boring. It's like a more boring version of the original, and they're hoping you think it's better because of the particle effects and the shinies, which does seem to work, which makes me long for the comet that killed the dinosaurs to come back around for an encore. Stella's Power of Charmix. Oh god. Okay, nice things. The background being this kind of moody lunar blue is really nice. We love moon representation. I do kind of like that she takes these little swirls of moonlight to form her clothes, but I think because it's puppet animation, they didn't really know how to use that to have it form the outfit the way you'd see in the hand-drawn animation. So they have to do tricks like having it appear in one frame and have the character move suddenly to make it look like it formed. Like that shot where the outfit shows up as she's like looking at the camera. The outfit doesn't form, it's just there in one frame. You just couldn't see it because Stella was like turned away, so her hair was covering her body. And normally I applaud those kinds of techniques to make animators' lives easier, but here I'm like, fuck you. Like, I do kind of like that, you know, she turns and splits her hair into the pigtails. It's nowhere near as iconic as the original head toss, though. Nowhere near that. And even the final pose, like, it's not giving drama, diva, glamour at all. I feel like we just lose so much of the original uniqueness and personality through all the sparkles. So I'm going to say C tier. Yeah, it's C tier. Flora's feels like a genuine improvement on the original at the very least. I really like her breathing out the flowers and then the pollen coming back to form her wings. I wish we could have seen the outfit form though. I really like her being up in the corner of the frame in the flower. It bursts open and she flies down and strikes her pose. That's really cool. I really like that. Yeah, the only drawback of this one is that we didn't get to see the outfit form. So I'm going to say B tier. I genuinely like it better than Bloom and Stella's. So yeah, good for Flora. Musa's power of Charmix is the bane of my fucking existence. It's so boring. She's just floating in the void around a bunch of music notes and musical staffs. We don't see the outfit forming. It's like what, 2, maybe 3 shots? She's not even doing any cool choreography. It's literally just her floating and then the outfit appears. You know what? I'm going to say it's a D tier. How dare you do this to my girl? Techna power of Charmix. It's also kind of boring. We do see the outfit form, but it's really not that interesting. I do appreciate that the particle effects are a bit more like circuit based for her here, but I prefer the laser nets of the original. I do. The only thing that really stands out as cool to me is the way that she flips her hand back over her head to form the helmet, and then she like backflips into her pose. That's cool, but that's about it. C tier. It's a C tier. It's very forgettable compared to the original. Oh my god, I just realized we don't even see her cool like wing transition. Oh my god. How dare you? How dare you? Aisha power of Charmix, y'all continue to rob her. Because she was only in the last special, which she barely mattered in, I guess they just didn't bother doing much with her transformation because we'd only see it the one time. It's all puppet animation and it looks so bad. Her puppet looks so poorly rigged compared to the others. And it's really just her like kind of swimming around, or at least like, it's weird. It looks like it gives swimming, but it also looks like the puppet is just so broken. It floats everywhere. For a moment, she's like floating after she puts her outfit on, and like the loop of the animation, it looks like she's literally dead in the water. Like she has been sunk into the bottom of the sea and she's just floating there. The only thing about it that I like are the bubbles and the cute sea green background. I think there's like little kelp or seaweed in the background, and I think that's cute. I kind of like the ocean theme for her transformations, but like it's still, oh god, the puppet rigging is so bad. D tier. Good lord, do better. Do better. 2D Enchantix. We have entered the big leagues, bitches. Instead of saying ladies, gentlemen, and those who lieth betwixt, I just call all of you bitches. I really appreciate the fact that Enchantix is a bit more put together than Magic Winx. There's clearly a lot more grandeur and majesty going on, but it's still kept relatively simple. There's a slower, methodical pace to everything that I really appreciate. It's not them just frantically jumping around the frame like lunatics with an X. Lunatics sounds like some kind of medication. Someone get on that. Anyhow, Bloomix. I don't know whether to start this at her Magic Winx, where she kind of like leans into the camera all dramatic, but I will because it looks cool as fuck. I don't know, the whole like her entire body goes like black as all that's left are like glowy outlines, like melty outlines. It looks like her body is becoming volcanic. I just think it really works, especially with the rising flames of her anger and fury. For a while, it's Bloom just kind of curled up. It's her silhouette floating around as the dragon flies around her. I do like the background being this like ashen red and orange gradient. It looks like she's kind of in this burning world that's, well, not burning. It's more like it's smoldering. It's not like an active fire. It's more like a volcanic wasteland vibe. The close-up of her eyeliner or whatever being put on always confused me because I'm like, nothing changed. Her eyelid is the same color. Her eyelashes look the same. What was the point of that? But anyway, then she like unfurls, the dragonflies around her, tasteful sparkles to cover up the bod. We love tastefulness. And then she like dramatically flings her hand to form the glove. She throws her foot out and the barefoot sandal appears. You know, it's simple, but it's effective. Although I do kind of miss the flame effect from Magic Winx. Here it's just kind of like orange sparkles or whatever. The part I really like though is like the little blue flower that, you know, unfurls. It blooms, you could say. And then it becomes her outfit and she spins around and her wings grow from her back. That looks really cool. And I do like her final pose. It's kind of basic and kind of underwhelming, if I'm going to be real. The only thing that really saves it is the cool flower and the spinny. But I wouldn't say it's bad. I wouldn't even say it's average. I just think it's good. So I would say it's a B tier. Please no one shoot me. Stella's Enchantix. Ooh, girl. I love the way that you can tell she's really having fun as she puts her outfit on. She knows she looks gorgeous and she's taking her damn time. It really feels like she's just putting on her outfit and loving every minute of it. And that's Stella. That is absolutely Stella coded. Stella coded. It is Stella. That's not coding. That's just her. Anyway, I really like her starting really demure. She's got this pale pink background that it really helps her and her outfit pop more. It kind of makes me think of like a sunrise. Anyway, she spins, the sun beams down on her, blinds you, and then when it fades, her hair has been naturally bleached by the sun. She has cute little pigtails, her bangs are back, and her beautiful blue crown is formed. Immediately, she's like, that's right, I look gorgeous. You could never, and we could never. And then she does more spins. The fabric comes together. It's not even like light forms her gloves. The fabric itself is like moving around her arm to form the gloves. And she does iconic poses too. A different one for each arm. The one where she like is in frame completely and has her arm bent towards the camera is so good. Oh, she looks beautiful. She's a goddess. I actually really like the fact that it's not light forming her outfit. It's the fabric itself coming together to form for her. It's like her outfit itself is living and sentient and is like, whatever you say, Stella, I will help you look fabulous, which I feel like is fitting for the fashion girly. Her fabric for her top comes together. Her brooch forms. The light does come in to like form her cute little skirt. And then her barefoot sandals appear. She flies away from the camera. And then her wings appear in a burst of golden light. She blows a kiss towards you, the audience, then flies back, strikes one pose where she's laid back and looking cute and demure and chill. And then she hits another pose where she's like, I'm that girl, I know. The bitch has two final poses. That's how you know that she knows her value. It looks so effortless and seamless. I absolutely love it so much. This is our first S tier. It can be nothing less than S tier, or Stella will kill me, and she'll have every right to. Flora's Enchantix. I do feel like here it's a bit weird that it starts in her civilian outfit. Most of the girls in Enchantix, it starts with them being like tasteful, if you catch my drift. I'm trying not to piss off the demonetization gods, bitch, please. It's just weird. I feel like that approach of it being like tasteful, it kind of lends to this otherworldly vibe that Magic Winx didn't really achieve. And seeing civilian outfits kind of cheapens that, or the Magic Winx form. And it also makes it a bit weirder if you're transforming in an outfit that isn't that outfit. Whatever. Anyhow, I love this shot of her hair flowing in the wind. Petals are breezing past. I love the forest green background again, but it's a bit darker this time. The camera approaches. Flora looks gorgeous. Her tiara forms. Her hair, like, styles itself. It looks so cool. She floats around. The pollen forms her outfit. We stare at her chest for an uncomfortable amount of time. And then, like, we move across to see the petals forming her glove. And then the petals form her little sandals. She's in the big flower. The flower parts. It's very soft, very cute, and the petals form her wings, which form as they beat behind her. It looks so good. She looks so good. I don't know. This one feels like Flora has become one with the forest. She's like a forest goddess. It looks so good. I do feel like there's something that's kind of missing here compared to Stella's. So I'm going to say it's an A tier. Musis has always kind of bothered me just because it's like, I notice details that no one does, and I am alone.
I notice details.
So like, it's always started with her throwing her hands up and the opera gloves form. But then in the next shot, she doesn't have her gloves. And I'm like, what? I feel like maybe it's because in the previous shot where she gets the outfit, her hands are in frame. So it's a more natural transition to see them go up. But it's weird. It's very weird. Anyhow, the way it's meant to start, this musical staff shoots around like it's a rainbow. It then comes apart to form a little string. Musa takes the string and then becomes a silhouette. She spins it around herself. She ties herself up in it and it becomes her outfit and it looks so good. Specifically, I like the extended cut where this little golden flower unfurls to become part of her skirt. And then, you know, you have the whole throwing hands up, gloves form thing. It is kind of weird, the number of different backgrounds in this transformation. You know, it starts with the dark purple with the music notes floating behind. Very beautiful, very fitting for Musa. I kind of like the more general music note aesthetic compared to the disco vibe with her magic Winx. But then you also have this bright red background or like magenta.
And I hate the color magenta.
With brighter music notes for the arm thing. And then you have like a blue background for her skirt. Was it that hard to just get one background? I don't understand. Anyhow, she throws her head back. Her pigtails gorgeously unfurl into the background. Seamless. And then the outline of her wings circle around before forming. And then she strikes her final pose with yet another goddamn background. She looks really good. I think it's just the inconsistency of what's going on that kind of throws me off. And also the light behind her kind of makes it hard to see her final pose, as well as how far away she is from the camera. I'm gonna say A tier. Yeah, A tier. It would be an S tier just for the spinning if it weren't for the other stuff. Tekna's Enchantix is so cool. The way it starts with this weird holographic, almost lasery kind of silhouette. There's two of her and they're like glitching as they start merging and then they merge fully to form her. So cool. Great way to start. And then you have like the little laser nets that come out and change her eyelashes. I'm not sure what they do to her lips and I don't want to know, but they change her hair. It looks so good. It's like she's kind of this character avatar in a game where her look is being customized. It looks so good. And then she like spins away from the camera, laser cage around herself. And then the outfit forms as she T-poses. It's a lot more elegant because of the camera work and also the sound effects as her outfit folds out over her. Specifically, I like the skirt details and the little décolletage, you know, on the torso. Specifically, the shapes of it, the way that they fold out looks really cool. The hair clip into the wings is a really great transition, although it does make it strange that the bottom wings don't become wings. That's confused all of us for years. Oh no, decades. Oh god, I'm old. I've never understood it personally. I like if it's just the top half of the wings, whatever. And then she like draws on her gloves one at a time before her wings fly in and she strikes her pose. It looks so cool. I really like the concepts going on here. Is it A or S? I'm gonna say it's an A tier. I feel like that's fair. I'm going to get killed by one member in my server, and you know who you are. And Aisha's Enchantix. Oh, the robbing continues. Now, there is a rumor that originally they thought Enchantix was going to be just a power-up like Charmix, so they kept it simple for her. And by the time they realized it would be a full form, it was too late. I don't know if I believe that, but either way, fuck Rainbow. This is so ugh. I mean, I guess the way her hair curls up into her braids is really cute. I like that it's sort of plasma coming to form her outfit, but it's so short and it's so basic. It really upsets me. It really, really does. This is a C tier. It's not actively bad, but it's like, what have you done? My girl deserves better. Fuck you, Rainbow. Fuck you. Okay, 3D Enchantix. You know, actually, for their first foray into 3D animation, I think Lost Kingdom actually looks a lot better than it gets credit for, aside from Aisha's hair. Good God. But you know, I actually really like the way that they reinvented the sequences. They're not just trying to copy each one shot for shot from the original. They're trying to like figure out how to make it look cool in 3D space, show off some particle effects. Blooms, I kind of like starting with the zoom in into the eye and then like the flaming heart. It's like her little fairy dust bottle. The dragon flies around it, flies through it like it's a tiger jumping through a ring at a circus. I kind of love that. And then, you know, Demure Bloom curling up, her outfit forms, dragon head explosion, and then pose, more explosive hearts. There's a lot of explosions in this transformation. I wonder if she's considering arson. Harmonix.
Tamra here is a poet and arsonist.
But I think it's really cute. I really like Bloom's transformation. It's kind of lacking. She's not really on screen for much of it, but I do like all the effects going on. Specifically, I like the transition from the fire heart becoming the fairy dust bottle and then Bloom appears as it zooms out. I think that's really cute. So I'm going to say it's a B tier. Stella's is so good. It's this midnight blue background, which is perfect for her, and I think is also perfect for the tone of the movie, especially since it starts off in such like a dark, broody scene in a dark, scary environment. And she is also the first of the transformation. She has to set the tone. What I presume is moonlight like sparkles and then shoots around her. I love the way that it doesn't fully fade as it circles her. It looks almost like crystal, like it's a trail of crystal light that's going around. Oh god, that was her Lovix spell. I hate that I know this. Of course I would know this. I'm diseased. Diseasix. But the way that it spins around her and then the light shoots onto her to form her outfit and wings is so good. The effects for her in particular look so good. And then the big boom of light as the background changes, it shifts night to day. It looks so good. Is it S tier? No, I don't think it's quite S tier. I think it's A tier. Flora's is also cute, if kind of basic. It's, you know, she breathes out leaves. The leaves come around to form her outfit. I do like the little vines around her arms forming the gloves. That's cute. The wings forming, just fading in is kind of basic though. I'm going to give it a B tier. Muse says, I really like the red background. I kind of like this golden light cage that's all around her. The way that the lines move kind of makes me think of like volume sliders in like music programs. She spins around, her outfit forms in light. It's also kind of basic. There's not really much going on, but you know, it looks very pretty at least. So B tier. Techna's is kind of like her original idea of like her outfit loading on, but more obvious because you see all like the different screens showing you her from different angles. You hear a lot more clicky sounds. I think it looks really good. My only complaint is that her wings, when they load in, never stop glowing, so you don't get to see their actual color. They're just like shapes of light. But you know, other than that, I think it's really good. I think it's actually one of the better 3D Enchantixes, so I'm going to say it's an A tier. Aisha, finally, she got a full Enchantix sequence. It only took a goddamn movie. I kind of like this weird, almost jelly background going on. It looks kind of like the surface of the ocean from underneath, but it's also jelly. I'm making it sound worse than it is. But I kind of like her spinning around, kicking out to form the outfit. She does the little spinny dance moves as she flicks around the Morphix and her wings form. It's nothing special, but you know, it's something, which is better than usual for Aisha. I'm going to say it's a B tier. Okay, I need to get this out there. The 2D Believix sequences, overall, my gut is telling me, and I feel I'm right about this, so fight me, that these are the best goddamn transformation sequences in the entire goddamn motherfucking franchise. The Believix sequences are so unique and energetic and amazing. They're inventive, they're concise, they are magnifique. We have taken everything we've learned from all the previous transformation sequences and we have honed it to a goddamn art. Unfortunately, the one leading this charge will not reflect that really. Bloom's Believix sequence. It's not bad. I actually really like the way it starts. It starts very slow and somber. It's her putting on her gloves all cute. The Believix song is also just perfect for this. The opening notes are so mystical and otherworldly. And then it gets into the song and you're just hyped as hell. I really like the background for Bloom here, the reds and purples. It feels kind of like she's transforming in a giant lava lamp. The issue I have with Bloom's sequence is that for the most part, it's kind of just her flying around and the transformation happens to her. There's no real emphasis on her element of fire or her personality. The closest you get is like the dragon spinning around her at the end before her final pose. It's not bad. It's still well animated. I like the pace. I think she looks great. I like the poses. It's literally just like, I wish she felt a bit more active in the transformation. So I would say it's a B tier. It's good. Stella's is so fucking phenomenal though. This like lunar background is so good. It makes Stella pop so well while also representing her moon and star powers. I kind of associate her Believix with a lot of star magic. She starts as this like silhouette made of moonlight. She's floating around and then she shoots off like a shooting star. Her hair is like still trailing back and we follow it and it turns into her pigtails. Genius. Oh, it's so good. And then she wraps the moonlight around herself to form her clothes. And then she wraps herself in the giant cocoon of moonlight and her wings form. It's chef's kiss. Chef's fucking kiss. This is S tier. It can be nothing lower than S tier. Flora's Believix. I really enjoy the vines wrapping around her, becoming her clothes. I think I really prefer it to the pollen forming her clothes. It just looks so cool. And I really like the foresty background with all the green and the yellow and then the pops of pink. There's a whole leaf motif going on with her Believix. Say that 5 times fast. I think it looks really cute. It's very simple, but it works. A tier. Musa's Believix. Oh my god, it's beautiful. She starts dancing on the floor, doing all these crazy moves, hops up, and then she spins and her outfit shows up. I wish we got to see it forming, but like this is just so magnificent, I don't even care. And then like she spins around, her braid forms, spotlights appear, and then the spotlights become her wings. Ooh, it's yes, bitch, yes. S tier. It's S tier. It is. Techna's Believix. I love the feeling of being inside a circuit board. It's the best. It's her silhouette and then her form and her outfit is revealed through all of this electricity. Wires shoot out and form her wings. It feels so much more energetic than her previous transformation sequences, and it's a very nice change of pace for her. I'm going to say A tier. Aisha's Believix. She doesn't use a lot of water magic, but I just love the water motif going on with her sequences, especially this one. Starting with the droplet, it's a very somber beginning. It falls into the water, and then the water like spins up and forms Aisha's outfit. So do like the bubbles for her bracelets and her headband. There are sparkles that form her wings, and I love the way that they arch out. It kind of makes me think of like a mist or like a rainbow. And then she spins, flies down, hits the water, it glows, and then she hits her pose. It's so gorgeous. It's so fucking gorgeous. It's an S tier. It has to be an S tier. I wish I could say the same thing about 3D Believix. Oh, this one's rough. I really hate the weird split screen approach at the beginning where they're all in their individual frames and it's like not much is going on in any of these frames. These all look basic as shit. It's just them floating and their outfit appears in the most boring way imaginable. But the movie tries to trick you by having all the frames sliding around the screen all together, so it's impossible to see what's happening in all of them. It's a way to trick you into thinking more is happening than actually is, and I hate it. And then like they all join in the green void or whatever to like finish their transformation to get their wings. It's all very boring. The only one that I like is Flora with her sitting on the giant lotus flower. That's it. The rest of them is trash. It's trash. This is an F tier. This is no effort was put in and I hate it.
How's that?
It feels weird including these wings because I feel collectively we all tried to forget them, but you know they're there, so might as well. Okay, barring the fact that these wings should not fucking exist, I'm gonna do my best to try and ignore that fact. But like, these sequences take forever when they happen. It's so obvious it's to pad the runtime and to sell merch. I guess it is kind of cool the way that the wings are shown off one at a time and then they spin around. Bloom, of course it's Bloom. She picks out the wings that they're using and then they all don them one by one. I do appreciate that each wing gets its own background. I guess that's something. It's I'm gonna be charitable. It's a C tier. It's for something that shouldn't exist. I guess it could be worse. Sophix is fine. There's not really much to talk about choreography here. It's mostly just the Winx like staring at the camera and then bam, they've changed their outfits slightly. It's fine, I guess. C tier. Lovix. Ooh, I really dislike the reuse of animation from the Believix sequences. It looks so cheap and it doesn't look good with this background. And then you get original animation with their Lovix outfits, but like those intros are hideous. D tier. It's D tier. Now, Harmonix. I'm gonna be real with you. Harmonix is like the only puppet animated transformation sequence that I would call genuinely good. It's all downhill from here. I love the backgrounds. The backgrounds are so gorgeous. Again, it's giving Lava Lamp, but like a bit more floral. And I also just really love the way that the girls move all of the fabrics that will become their dresses around them. It looks so flowy and elegant and actually well thought out in terms of how they move across the screen. Again, it's like, this is the only time the puppet animation will ever look this good. My main critique, though, is that you don't really get a lot of personality and especially power from the girls. You wouldn't know what their powers were from these sequences if they did not yell out their fucking name and transformation power over and over. I initially ranked them all separately, but now that I think about it, it's like, should they be separate? Like, yeah, the choreography is different, but like at its core, there's not much to distinguish them all. I mean, there are individual moments I really like Bloom getting up to the camera and shaking it as she like rockets away. Pretty much all of Musa's, like the way her hair moves in this is gorgeous. Aisha spinning in circles as she's like swimming through the transformation. Stella guiding the fabric with her finger, iconic as hell. I'm gonna give them all an A tier. I'm gonna give Harmonix an A tier. It would be S if we just got their goddamn powers shown. Sirenix in 2D. Oh dear God, wow. Talk about a departure. Like, this is so horrible looking. The puppets look disgusting. The way that they're deforming so unnaturally, the sparse, erratic movements, the jankiness. They're moving so fast, it looks like all of their bones should be breaking. And it's hard to even remember most of their choreography because it is literally just like random flailing and kicks and punches and shit. The only moments that stand out to me are like Tekna in the laser cage forming her wings. Oh no, wait, no, she has her wings already. And then Musa like coffee grinding. She's not actually transforming when she coffee grinds, but you know, it looks really cool. Again, I ranked them separately initially, but I think, okay, let's be real. With modern transformations, it does kind of make more sense to like rank them all as one because they become less and less distinct over time, so it feels kind of pointless. Like, compare how different Stella's Enchantic sequence is from, like, say, Tekna's, and then try to do that for, like, Bloomix or Harmonix. It's, like, it's a futile effort, darling. I'm going to give 2D Sirenix overall a D tier. It would be an F if it were not from Musa. Just throwing it out there. 3D Sirenix fares better. It's almost like this form was designed for 3D and should have stayed there. I do actually really like a lot of the choreography going on. I like Musa dancing. I like Tekna's martial arts. It is kind of easy to make fun of the way that, each girl kind of has copy paste animations for the sequence. But you know what? It's Rainbow. I expect nothing from them. I do think for the most part they are well animated, and I do enjoy them. So I'm gonna be nice and say it's a B tier overall. Bloomix. Oh dear God, the definition of forgettable. Again, it's flailing. It's not as bad as like 2D Sirenix, but dear God, there's no unique choreography. It's literally just float around and your outfit doesn't even form. They already have their outfits on. They're just covered with light and then the light fades and that's it. I don't. It's so boring. It's so boring. It's D tier. This is a goddamn D tier. Mythix. Oh Lord, will y'all stop spinning? It's literally just spin and outfit and wings appear. F tier. Fucking F tier. Butterflix. F tier. F tier. Straight up. Literally, it's just them floating in the void and spinning and then outfit and wings and then the cursed dance to end all cursed dances. This is disgusting. Thank God this season didn't come out in the era of TikTok, because if it was, I cannot imagine the horrors that would have spread. The only thing I like is the kind of butterfly background in the beginning of the transformation, but that's about it. It's an F tier. Absolute failure. Tynix. Okay, so I kind of like this idea they got going on with the runway approach. You know, it's them posing on top of the diamond because this is like a crystal and gemstone style transformation. They're all posing like supermodels, doing glam shots for the camera. They're being reflected within like the different parts of the surface of a diamond. I think that's really creative and genuinely really great idea. It's just kind of boring that they already have the dresses on and all that happens is like little sparkly gemstones get bedazzled onto them by force. It's just kind of boring. It's like such a waste of a great idea. Like I would have preferred them like doing cool dance moves and poses as the outfit actually forms on each of them. This is a C tier. Such a waste.
Let's go. We're Cosmix.
Cosmix. You know, I always forget what this one looks like until I rewatch it. Again, I was going to rank them separately, but I don't even feel the need to. I don't like them all sharing the same background. I get it's the night sky, but it's so boring. They move so fast that it's kind of like hard to register their poses. They hold no weight or impact. They don't show off their unique personalities or powers. It's literally just like, look how cool we are, which no, you ain't. You are not cool. But it's also not terrible. I've seen worse. I've seen Sirenix. So I'm going to say that Cosmix is a C tier. At least the song is a bop. That's something, I guess. Neo-Sirenix. Girl, who remembers this? Again, shared background. Don't like it. It's just original 2D Sirenix, except less cursed to look at. So I guess that's an improvement, but you know, you just polish the turd a little bit. The undersea turd. D tier. It's a D tier. And same for Crystal Sirenix. Crystal Sirenix is just kind of boring. Ugh.
Then why did you let me die?
Neo-Enchantix is a hate crime. Holy shit, this is a goddamn hate crime. Again, we're copy-pasting sequences between girls. Techno's doing weird Velociraptor arm movements. Not only have we butchered the outfits, we've butchered the sequences. We have lost all of the unique personality and charm from original Enchantix, and that is a crime against humanity. F tier. It belongs in the depths of Tartarus. Dreamix and Onyrix are both kind of similar to Tynix, where I kind of like the ideas we're going for. It's kind of giving like high fashion runway. Look at us, we're supermodels, we're glamorous. But there's not a lot of actually transforming going on. It's just kind of us dancing in the void as we lounge on a giant flower or in Illuminati triangles. It's fine, I guess. Like, it looks cool, but, you know, these transformations aren't very transformative. So I'm going to say a C tier for both Dreamix and Onyrix. My server keeps trying to bull me into watching World of Winx as if, like, Well, I say that as if I haven't seen it before. I have seen it. I just immediately erased it from my brain because it shouldn't have existed, and it was quite... Ugh. Was it better than seasons 5 and onward? Yes, but I need you to require more than the fucking worst things mankind can create. And the Reboot Transformations. I've talked about them already in my video about them, so y'all already know my thoughts. They haven't really changed much, so I'm just gonna read off the rankings that I have for each of them, but I'm gonna go from highest to lowest, just so we can all make fun of the loser. We all know who it is. So Aisha and Musa are at the top with A tier. Unshocking. Tekna and Flora are B tiers. Stella is a C tier. For a moment, I contemplated if that was too high, but you know, it's fine, whatever. And Bloom is the D tier. Moving on.
Diaspro Prince!
Okay, so according to my list, the only other bitches who got a transformation sequence were Diaspro and Roxy. Huh. You know, I could have sworn there were more, but I guess the show really only cares about you if you're like a Winx or whatever. So Diaspro's magic Winx is kind of cool. There's not a lot of movement going on, but I guess they didn't want to create a whole sequence for a bitch who was only going to transform once. I do like the background being this like smoky orange kind of color. And I guess her not moving as her outfit like flashes onto her. I don't know. The pose is cool. I like that she's kind of giving like I'm such a damsel as I transform. Won't some prince come and like save me, even though I'm about to murder this bitch? And I do kind of like the ring of light that appears around her at the end of the transformation. I do. It's nothing special, but you know, it works. It's I'm torn between C and B tier. You know, I'm gonna say B tier.
Just a dog? Just a dog?
And I think Roxy's is also a B tier. It's not all that intricate, but it doesn't need to be. Her outfit has already formed, which I really dislike. It's like, girl, what's the point of transforming if you already have the outfit? But I do kind of like her flying around in this like pink swarm of butterflies. That's really cute. And it goes really well with this spring green background. And I really like the pink swarm forming her wings. Like they form the outline of her wings and then the wings become real and Roxy hits her pose. That's really cute. So I'm going to say it's a B tier. So yeah, that's my ranking of the Winx Club transformation sequences. Unshocking that the further we got in, not only the worse they tended to get, but also the less need there was to distinguish between each of them. Because like originally, the sequences were all different from each other because Rainbow knew to like differentiate between the girls for their personalities, for their powers. But then as we go on, it's literally just like, oh, we're gonna do like generic magical girl moves and not show off our powers at all. It's really, really unfortunate, but you know, we'll always have Enchantix and Believix and Magic Winx. So, I guess there's that. I'll probably show the averages on screen for like each form. I don't know. What's your favorite sequence? What's your least favorite sequence? How much do you want to murder me because my opinion is different from yours? Tell me all about it in the comments, even though I probably won't reply. Anyway, bye!